stinky, wild, smelly onions. Okay, you're still with me. You head a few blocks west of our current location. You're gonna find a couple of my favorite neighborhoods here in the city. West Loop and Folk Market. Pretty cool neighborhoods to explore, especially if you're looking for some good food while you're with us here in the city. And that brings me to another point I almost forgot about. Chicago style hot dog. I love you. What do we not put on a Chicago style dog?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. You get caught in this city putting ketchup on your hot dog, you will be arrested. Gold Coast dogs, Wrigleyville dogs, Maxwell Street, Gene and Jude's, the Wiener Circle. All real places. Closest that I'm going to recommend is going to be Portillo's. You're visiting Portillo's. I didn't pay her to be here, by the way. You're visiting Portillo's. Try the chocolate cake. How did they get it so fluffy? Mayo. And ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk because I like you guys. I do. I'm gonna tell you, you will not get the best hot dog at any of the places that I just mentioned. Not here in Chicago. The number one hot dog in this city, Home Depot. And I'm not even joking. The Depot dog is number one in this city. It is a true traditional Chicago dog. Try it out on Clinton. I know a lot of people are looking at me right now like I'm crazy. But the Depot dog, you want to hear something else that's crazy? I've lived in 3 different cities. Born in New York, high school here in Chicago, college in New Orleans. I have had my favorite beignet here in Chicago. I've had my favorite beignet here in Chicago. But I gotta know by show of hands, who's had a heard of an Italian beef? Got a few people. It's like it's shaved beef over French roll of baguette. And help me out if you've had it. Dipped or not dipped? Dipped. Baptized. Hot as sweet peppers? I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it spicy. And there are a lot of places where you can get an Italian beef. You got Portillo's, you have Al's, Bona, Mr. Beef. Number one in the Chicagoland area will be Lowe's. I'm joking. Johnny's, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny's. We just got a little bit more work to do here, ladies and gentlemen. You got a black box. It has these X bracings coming into view. The former commodities exchange. And these X bracings are designed by Dr. Franz de Kahn, thought to be the Einstein of engineering. They are the only support for the building. Also allows for to have the massive windows. It was home to a stock trading facility. Stock traders, they traded across the river using hand signals. Looking back at the building today, it is home to a fitness center. Right next to a donut shop. America, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find the last gateway sentence after the bridge. And you may notice how it reflects 300 South rack in a kaleidoscope effect. It's able to happen using 2 types of glasses. Convex and concaving glasses, but also looking at eye level. You're going to find the Amtrak train and the Metro trains. They go in and out of the station. And by the way, the buildings above it, unaffected. They are both sound and vibration proof. We are smelling 0 diesel fumes at the base of the building's vents that sucks up those fumes, spits it out the top of the building. Genius. But something about me, ladies and gentlemen, since we're getting personal tonight, it's very tough for me to sit through a full-length film. Very long, especially in 2025. But I have seen The Dark Knight. It took me about 2 days to finish it. But if you remember that opening scene when the Joker's robbing the bank, he's not robbing the bank, but our post office here. The lobby of it. Completed in 1933 by Graham Anderson, Post and White, heavily influenced by that Art Deco style of architecture, and it's about 2.25 million square feet of space. Why it's so massive? Due home to major catalog companies, Sears and Roebuck, Spiegel, Montgomery Ward. And the building had been abandoned since '96, but 15 years ago, Bill Davies invested $60 million into it. We wanted to turn it into a casino. Didn't happen. Sold it back to the city. 6 years ago, I got a makeover, completely renovated it. You got a chance to tour it. It's home to Uber, Home Chef, PepsiCo, many more companies. I'll finish talking about it after this break. I don't want to get lost in translation. Ladies and gentlemen, one of those floors features bocce ball. Another floor, a complete boxing gym. Membership costs you $200 annually, but you gotta work in the post office. And my favorite thing about that building is the roof. That roof features a 5-acre park. 2 platform tennis courts, a basketball court, and they just finished the rooftop bar. They don't want you to leave. We got a ton of green glass buildings on tour tonight. The next is after the bridge. Completed in '96 by Knight & Associates. It's the new post office. Has 3 pavilions and also a very beautiful interior lobby. Check this out. They said that they wanted the lobby to be rented out for events, such as weddings, bar mitzvahs, things like that. Since this post office has been open since '96, that lobby's been rented out 0 times. Come on, really? Who wants to get married in a post office? A mail-ordered bride? Hashtag tours retained. Just warming up.